Okay, I'm going to record this. Everybody will be muted. If it's your time to speak, if you'll just unmute yourself, that will probably work best. And my name is Dee Corchin. I am so thrilled for tonight because it is our rank up night. We get to celebrate everybody that reached a new rank. We want to honor everybody, and I put that in our Facebook post. And because we have so many great things happening with our team, 10 new coaches added last month, that what we'll be doing is our own team celebrations here on Monday nights, the first Monday night of the month. And then we'll be recognizing senior coaches, because as a new coach, that's really the first milestone rank. And then we'll the next time you'll get a chance to speak will be when you reach executive director and then beyond. So I'm going to go ahead. We have a tight schedule tonight because it's been a great month, and turn it over to Meg Johnson, who is going to introduce the superstars on her team this month.
Yay, thank you, Dee. So excited to get to celebrate a couple really awesome people tonight. The first is Craig Colbreth, who is on the call. And Craig flew past a senior coach straight up to manager this month, which was so exciting. And she's going to share in just a second, but wanted to say one of the things I appreciate so much about Craig is that she takes risks. And she was afraid to post on Facebook. She had a lot of fears that she was kind of going through, just like I know I did and so many of us do. And so it's been really neat to watch her vulnerability on Facebook and watch the lives that are being impacted by her sharing. So Craig, will you take it away? Take yourself off mute.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Just everything kind of going off of what Meg said, this process has been really exciting for me, and I was a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous now to share too, but I've had to work a lot on just being bold, and my mindset kind of earlier in my journey was being a little bit nervous and set back by just not knowing if what people are going to think about me posting and me sharing about my journey. And I kind of just had to realize that my health is a gift that I've been given, and this program has helped me get that gift, back and better. And I just have to think of it like something I can't keep it to myself. It's something I need to share and to let others know about, and to let people have hope that your health can improve and you can have energy and all those things you've been looking for, but have been maybe missing. And just I have to think of it like that. And then also just I had to start thinking how much it meant to me to see Meg sharing her story, and how that's what got me started. And some challenges I worked through were just not feeling confident about posting my story and sharing with the world, and then having to realize what an impact I can make. And just how great it's been and how meaningful it's been to me to be able to help people feel as good as I feel. And so just overall, during this process, my best tip, I guess, would be to be bold and put yourself out there, to be excited to share this gift that we have of health, and to help others to use social media to help you, and to just be confident in your journey. And even if you're not at the end of your goal, the end of the process in your journey, go ahead and step out and share. And that's been something that I had to for sure fight against, but I've been excited to see the results of sharing and of kind of changing my mindset. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Thank you, Craig. Y'all pop in the chat and congratulate Craig and maybe say something that was meaningful that she said. I love what you said, that your health is a gift and you feel like you have to pay it forward. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing with us, Craig, even though you're scared. You did it scared. I love that. That's awesome. Also want to celebrate Aaron Bloodworth tonight, who reached the rank of executive director. Woo-woo! Which is awesome. And Aaron, excited to hear from you. One of the things that I just love and appreciate about you is how consistent you are on social media. You are great about being consistent out there, and you have really upped your game with your vulnerability. I've been just floored by seeing your Facebook Lives, and the way that you're connecting with people is just really incredible and extraordinary. So, Erin, will you take it away?
Hey guys, yeah, so I'm definitely doing I had a late meeting at work, and my child's currently in the bathtub next to me, but it's 7:30, so here we are. So if you hear a child scream, he's fine. He's playing in the water. One of the things that I think has been really good for me this month, it's the second month that I did my map and was really consistent with it. And then I feel like once you do it and you have enough people kind of start to be successful, they're not afraid to share their story. And so you start to get just recommendations from other people. But one of the things I really have been trying to do is just be open that life is not perfect, and just kind of share some of my struggles and like stresses, and how the program itself, not necessarily just the weight loss portion, but just in general, mindset changes have been so helpful to me. And so I think that that's been one of the things that's been really helpful. I have people that I know are watching that aren't connecting yet, but then I had somebody stop me in the hall at work today and say, hey, I really appreciate your live, because that's totally what I was feeling. And it was like God saying, hey, I'm reaching out to you. And then I saw somebody else post something about very similar things. So people are watching, even if you don't know, and they will come back around. I have people who signed up in the past 2 months who started asking me in April. So it's a constant thing, and never be afraid to go back and touch base with some of those old contacts, people that you kind of were like, oh, well, they didn't want it the first time. No, they're still watching. So I think that's been one of the good things for me, was just make sure that you don't give up on people. And the whole idea of I believe in you until you believe in yourself. And there are still some people who are like, you know what, I appreciate that. I'm not ready for you to believe in me yet, but I really like what you're posting. So and then that's kind of one of my challenges, is to branch out into another social media type thing, because I just do Facebook. So on my map this month, I even underlined like Instagram, like just try to post more there and stuff like that. So that's where I am this month, and I'm excited to reach executive director. And I told Meg earlier today that it feels like once you get there, it just all starts to snowball up. Like I never thought I would reach getting $6,000 or 6,000 in volume, and then all of a sudden it's like it just comes out of the woodwork. Like more and more people are, hey, I want to sign up, and like there's not a problem with reaching that next step.
Awesome. Love that, Erin, and just love the momentum. And it's because you're so consistent on social media that you're seeing that snowball, and that you're building that momentum. So you're awesome. Thank you for inspiring all of us, and thanks for sharing. Y'all please hop in that chat and congratulate Erin and everybody else tonight, and maybe share something that resonated with you. And now we are excited to celebrate Lauren Humans, and we're celebrating Lauren for 2 different reasons tonight. Not only is Lauren a fully integrated business coach, which means she's got 5 senior coaches that she's helped, so 5 coaches that are helping 5 people, but also Lauren is a regional director, and a fully integrated regional director at that. Y'all, it's pretty amazing. So Lauren is she is amazing. She inspires, I think, all of us. She inspires me. And one of the things that I love so much about Lauren and her story is she just makes it seem so fun to coach. So she posts on Facebook and just and Instagram, shares her heart with people, and it just is so attractive and so much fun. So Lauren, would you take it away?
Yeah, thank you, Meg. So I'm excited to share with you guys. Honestly, I think a lot like Erin was sharing, like I didn't dream of getting to this place. And so it's really exciting. And I think honestly, I just have a lot of people on my team who are really excited about coaching as well, which is why I've hit this rank. And honestly, I think some of the like actions and mindset behind it, I think one is just being really consistent, a lot like Erin shared, like just being really consistent and sharing on social media platforms, and not being afraid to be vulnerable and to just be open and real with people about your journey. And I think that's really how I think I've gotten a lot of my clients, and then now starting to see a lot of the referrals come through and things like that. And then honestly, just discussing coaching from that very first call. I think that was something I was really afraid to do in the beginning, was just already talking about coaching with people in the health assessment call. And now that's just a part of what I talk about. And it's just very natural to talk about that. Because I just feel like I'm loving it so much, and I want people just as much as I want people to experience the change in their life and their own journey and in their own health, but then to be able to pass that along and be able to continue this ripple effect. And so that's honestly, I think, been one of the challenges that feel like I've overcome. I think in the beginning, I didn't have that mindset. I honestly think it took going to conference and being exposed to what was possible and the vision of the company to really start to have that mindset behind training coaches. And that was extremely scary for me in the beginning. But now it's so fun because I have all these people on my team who are clients who've had incredible stories on their own, who are now, I could cry, but like who are now passing it on to other people, and seeing them get excited and seeing them really be able to take off on their own businesses. So that's been so exciting to be a part of. And I think just as much as I love helping clients, I love the coaching aspect and coaching coaches and training coaches. And it's honestly very similar. So it's very similar in how you do that. And I think that my best tip, I guess, for people who are wanting to become fully integrated business coaches and just wanting to coach coaches in general is just not to be afraid to have those conversations. Bring that up in the first call. You'd be surprised. I've had a couple people sign up right away when they decided to start the program who've been successful. And so don't be afraid to do that. I've had Mary Lauren, who's going to be on the call in a minute, who, signed up, and a week later decided to start coaching, and now she's an executive director in her first month. So, things are possible. And I think just don't be afraid to share about the coaching aspect with people from the very beginning, and just to continue to bring that up, even if they haven't showed interest, just continue to bring it up throughout their journey. So I think that's my biggest tips.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. That was so helpful and just inspiring and encouraging. And it's really cool that now you're going to take it away for your people that you're going to celebrate. So take it away, girl.
Yeah. So I have a couple new executive directors on the call. One of them is my mom. And so she's not very active on social media. So she has gotten to executive director without really sharing. I think I shared a post on her account one time, but other than that, she really hasn't shared much on social media. And so, but she's looking for opportunities to share throughout her daily life. She has neighbors, she has people from church, and now she's getting referrals from people. And she's just honestly just a lot like Zena shared about, just talking about it wherever she goes. And she's been just really consistent on her calls with her clients and really plugged in with her clients. And she's just doing an incredible job. So Mom, if you can figure out how to unmute yourself, or Dee, she may need help figuring that out. If you want to go ahead and share, Mom, that'd be great.
I'm looking for her on my screen.
She's 931-371.
Oh, she's on the phone?
Yeah, she's on a phone.
Okay, I'll unmute her. All right,
Mom?
Adele, are you there?
Okay, so can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I was thinking about my specific actions. What can I say? I have an amazing daughter, and I've just tried to mimic her, and because I've spent a lot of time with them and a lot of time in Georgia with them, I've just watched her, and I've tried to do everything like she does. And so my specific actions have been to try and be just like her in the way that she talks to her people and her organization skills. And I think just so being organized and having someone mentor you is huge as far as just the specific actions that leads to. And Lauren can tell you, I tell you what, girls, I did not have a smartphone until I had a grandbaby a year and a half ago. So I was still on the flip phone. And I hadn't used a computer since I was managing my husband's practices like 8 years ago. I haven't really been on a computer much. And so the huge challenge for me has been to just get up to snuff with technology. And so, you know, my daughter's helped me so much and has been so patient with me. So that's been a huge, huge challenge. But as far as tips, you know, actually, I'm trying to learn something new every day. And I even have the same organization system that Lauren has. She showed me how to use it. And then the map also. But every day I have written on the side specific things that I need to learn every day. And if it's not something that has to do with technology, it's something to learn with organization or just having the heart of I want to be a learner. I want to learn. I want to continue to grow. And then always praying that I pray to have a heart to want to really help and encourage every one of my clients in specific ways. So that's just a little bit there for you.
Thank you, Mom. You made me tear up a little bit too. And honestly, I've just been so proud of you and how hard that you've worked to be better with your computer skills. And she's even gone to get help from people. And so I'm just really proud of you. And I know that you're just making an incredible impact. And I just love getting to see that firsthand. And then I have Mary Lauren on the call as well. And Mary Lauren, I brought up coaching the first day we talked on her health assessment. And she's from a small town in southern Tennessee where I used to live. And we actually didn't know each other that well, but she found me on Facebook and saw some of my posts and reached out to me. And very quickly, she actually emailed me back about 2 or 3 minutes after we did our health assessment call and was like, hey, I'm in, and I think I want to coach. And then about a week, she was like, I think I'm going to wait till my 1 month mark though. And then a week after she started, she was like, I already have like 4 or 5 people who want to sign up. I don't know if I should still wait until my 1 month mark or if I should just go ahead and sign up. And I was like, Mary Lauren, you need to sign up to coach like right now. And then we're going to start calls like today. And that's what happened. And then she's just taken off from there. And she's such a dreamer, which I love. She, has huge dreams even for her map that she sent me this month. I was like, I mean, that's going to be a challenge, but I totally think that it's possible. And she was like, I just want to dream big. And so I've just been so excited and so encouraged by you. And I know that you're going places, and I would love to hear what you have to say tonight, Mary Lauren. Take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Lauren. I don't know how I can follow your mom. She is precious. And I see so many similarities in you now that I've heard her. But this has been, like Lauren said, it has been a whirlwind. And I think some of the actions that have led to my success, I've emulated from Lauren, just like Adele said. I mean, being very genuine and vulnerable on social media, people understand and they recognize when someone's being genuine. And I also think that hope is very contagious, and a lot of us have been in that rut where we've tried 57 different things and we're like, we've tried everything. I don't know what else to try. And then here comes these before and after pictures and this community of people that you have full faith in because you've seen in yourself that it works. And you just show that and share that with others, just like Craig and Meg and everybody else has said. You believe in the program, so you love people, you want to share it with them. And that's not really a mindset change. Most of us were people that wanted to help people to begin with. And so now we've just found this program that makes it so easy to share that. And so that's just what I've kind of done. And the coolest thing about it is it's not false hope. We know that it works. And so we're sharing something that's legitimate. And being a nurse practitioner, I understand the medicine behind it. So it's not a gimmick like so many other things, and it gives people hope. Some of the challenges I think have mostly been growing pains. I had a lot of clients very quickly, and inside of that whirlwind, my husband is running for state representative, and tomorrow is election day. And we have a really busy life, and we have 3 kids, ages 7, 4, and 2. And it's been a challenge being a full-time nurse practitioner and finding time to dedicate to the business that I want to, because I believe in it and I want to do a good job in every role that I play. And so the map was really helpful, even though I kind of dream big in everything I do, I guess. It's been really helpful to put it to pen and paper. Journaling for myself and my own health goals. I'm not just a new coach, I'm a new client, and I'm learning as I go. And I don't hide that from my clients. I say, if there's something I don't know, I say, I don't know, but let's find it out together, and we're going to do this together because it's a journey. And so I think one of the best tips that I have for new coaches is probably with the health assessment calls. I was pretty nervous to begin with about what to say. I felt like I had to know everything about the program and every detail. But really, if you just listen to your client, they lead you in what they want to hear. If you listen for those cues, like I need something convenient, or I need someone to hold me accountable, or I need to lose weight quickly, our program offers all of those things. So you listen for those cues, and then you highlight those parts of our program, and it makes it easy and more cohesive for the client to draw their own conclusion that this is the program for them. So you don't have to force anybody into it. This program sells itself because it works. And so I think that's my biggest tip is you have the product, just highlight it and use it and go for it, because it works for you. It's going to work for them. So I think that's all I have to say. So thank you.
Thanks, girl. That was awesome. And I loved what you shared about the cues. And she is so good at that. Like, she's incredible at these health assessments. And she's also extremely efficient, which I love. But thank you. And I just am excited for you. And she has all these dreams about, even with her husband, prayerfully getting elected and really taking this into the community and working with legislation. I'm just really excited for her. So I'll let you take it away, Dee. I know you have people to share about.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, isn't this fun? I mean, the energy that we're feeling, and what I love is this common denominator of people sharing from their heart and really caring for people, and being authentic, and that's what's just shining through. And so, speaking of which, I want to introduce a new senior coach, Val Evanson. Val started, I think, just 2 months ago as a new coach, and so Val would love to hear from you about your experience so far.
Thanks, Dee. Hi, everybody. Like some of the other people on the phone, I'm kind of nervous. So saying that I am new at this. One of the mindsets and I think actions was putting into play the social media. Dee and I talked about it, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I feel like I'm going to throw up if I post this on Facebook. I don't know what people are going to think and what are they going to say. And getting past that, I think, was probably the biggest hurdle. And now people are just so relating and sending messages that I feel like you just told my story, so people totally are relating to that. So that's been very awesome. And the program works and it's consistent, and I'm just trying to be consistent and, make sure I'm posting more and things like that. The challenges for me, I think, was rejection. People saying no. That was really tough because I feel so passionate about it, and not everybody shares the same passion that I do right now, because I know it works. And I can see people when I'm looking around the gym at my kids' sporting events going, oh my gosh, they would benefit. They would love it. It's so easy. They're as busy as we are. So just making sure that, one thing Dee told me is when people say no, it just means not now, which I know all of you guys know. And that is coming full circle right now. People are coming back and inquiring and saying, tell me more about the program. How much does it cost again? What exactly is the food? So that's been awesome. So I'm just going to keep sharing my passion, and hopefully people will be coming back. And then I guess just advice. I mean, I'm pretty new, so I don't have a ton of advice, but one thing I feel is just be patient. You're your best advertisement. I was handing out Halloween candy the other night, and one of the neighbor ladies walked past and she's like, I need to talk to you about your weight loss. You look great. She's yelling across the street, and you just kind of forget, that people are noticing that change. And so I think, people are noticing, and just be consistent and stick with it. So that's really all that I have to offer tonight.
That was a lot to offer, Val. Thank you. I still remember Val texted me when she did her first post, and she's like, I am literally going to throw up. And then like she had like 60 responses in a minute. And so I said, how do you feel now? And she's like, I feel amazing. So it's amazing. It's so fun when we can get past that fear and see what's on the other side of it. So we're going to continue on. Pat Daniel, I would love for you to introduce your new senior coach.
All right. Yes, I'm excited to introduce Cassie Moore. She was one of my first clients and was my first coach. And I'm so excited that she has made it to senior coach now. And it doesn't surprise me at all. She's just a perfect coach to me, just such a natural because she's so genuine with people and friendly and just has a big heart for others and is very coachable. I think that's one of the great things about her is that she wants to know, how she should do things, and she listens and she puts it into practice. So Cassie, take it away.
Thanks, Pat. I appreciate that. And Pat is a great coach in herself, so don't let her get all caught up in the compliments to me. But Pat did start preparing me before I met my goal. And once I exceeded my goal is when I actually made the decision to be a coach. At first, I was kind of wavering, and I'm sure you knew that, Pat, because I'm not very much of a salesperson is what I kept telling myself. And so I really had to push that aside. And that was one of my greatest challenges, was just believing that I could be in front of someone, I could be on a call with someone. The health assessment was fairly easy to me. I'm in the dental profession, so addressing someone's medical history or asking them where they are wasn't that difficult, but it was just putting myself out there and overcoming that fear. So that was some of my challenges, but I have confidence in the program, and that's what makes it easier, is just to know that the program works and know that what you're investing in other people, it's not a fake. Just like someone else mentioned, it's not fake hope, it's truth. And that makes it a little easier to share. So I have gained new friendships through this process. I actually am currently coaching one of my dearest friends, which is a total thrill for me because she struggled with every kind of weight loss program out there. So this is her first week and she's down almost 5 pounds, and she was so excited, and I was as well. And another tip is that I got these great, can you see this? I got these great business cards. And if you saw any of my posts, my Optavia winter gear is awesome, but I'm really excited to start giving out my business cards and just that being another avenue for me. But I've adopted the mindset of just ever learning, like someone else mentioned before. If you don't know the answer, you're going to find out the answer, and we'll do this together. Whether it's learning about a new product or a new process or a new recipe, it just makes it more fun and engaging. So I'm very excited to be a part. Thank you.
Thank you, Cassie. That was really good. What I love is, even though you were fearful of putting yourself out there, but now you see the power of it. Now you've got your Optavia swag, so you can really put yourself out there, and the fact that you're always learning. So some often that we hold ourselves back because we think we have to know everything, we have to be an expert, and you're just saying, you know what, we'll figure it out, we'll find the answer. So thanks for sharing that. And I'm going to turn it over to Lori Cole. Lori Cole is a new regional director, which means that she has a new executive director under her. So let Lori speak for a minute, and then she's going to turn it over to her new executive directors. So Lori, can you unmute yourself?
I can. How about that? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, it's been an exciting journey. I've been a coach now for, maybe a year and a half, and I jumped right into coaching right after I joined program. And I just, if I could give you any advice, it would be to persevere through the good and through the times that are hard, just to continue to stay on mission. And one of my prayers for my business is not that I would make a lot of money or get a new rank or have a bunch of coaches, but it's just that I would change lives. And I think when you look at things like that, you're staying on mission and to keep focused. I am just overwhelmed but when people reach out to me, and I feel honored that they would even want me to speak truth to them and cheer them on. And I think consistency in social media has played a big part in my clients. And I also would say, don't give up when you speak to someone once and 6 months goes by and they just weren't ready. And don't be surprised when they contact you then, because you're consistent, you're still out there, you're circling back, but you're not knocking down their door. The girl I'm going to introduce in just a second, she tells me don't push a rope. And it just makes so much sense. Just get on board with people who are on board and chase that energy. And, you know, I'm a middle school teacher. And when people say, hey, what do you do? I always say I'm a health coach and fitness instructor. Oh, and I teach middle school. And I just think it's a cool switch around. It gets people's attention. I do teach middle school, and I love coaching because I'm teaching people who want to be taught. But it just makes a big difference in your mission. Stay on mission. And so the person I'm going to introduce, man, she's just leaps and bounds. She inspires me every day. And Shauna Davis, and she came on without knowing, and we just figured it out together. I mean, we would say, I don't know, but let's figure it out. And what I love about Shauna, she's just gotten herself super organized. If I could add just a phrase for Shauna, it would be that she's all in. She's all in everywhere she goes. She's all in at TJ Maxx. She's all in when she visits her mom. She's all in on social media. She lives her life all in. Her results speak for it, but also her attitude toward helping people. When I called her and said, hey, you got a new rank, she was like, what does that mean? Because it doesn't matter, because she's all in no matter where she is in her rank. So Shauna, are you on here? I'm on my phone, so it's a little bit fragmented. Yeah. So I just want to introduce you guys. You're going to be blessed by what she has to say.
Hey, thank you, Lori. It's so hard to follow Lori always. I feel like I have the best coach out there, and I know each one of you do too as well. I've learned so much from her. One of the things I had to kind of get straight in my head was that this is a serious business, and it's not another one of those things that you kind of jump in and play around with. So I had to get that all kind of right in my head in the very beginning and learn to get organized, because I'm probably the most unorganized person on the planet. As my husband can tell you, he's smiling down there. So I did work on that a little bit. Some of my challenges were I was so afraid of failure, and I had such a lack of confidence, and it wasn't in the company itself. I knew that was great. It was just in myself and being able to help people and, you know, not hurting them, but actually helping them. And so all I can tell you for that, if you struggle with that, is to push through. You know, we always tell our clients, push through the hard times, push through when you're hungry, push through when you want to eat that cupcake. And the same goes for this. Just push through, and your confidence will swell, and you'll get more faith in what you're doing. And so that kind of helped me a lot with that. Plus talking to Lori, we talk so much anyway because we've been friends for so many years, but talking to her always kind of helped build me back up. The best tip I can give you guys tonight is to stay consistent. Don't give up, stay consistent. That 3 + 3 + 3 thing really works. And if you've got somebody in your corner that can help you, my husband, I call him my social media guru, because he isn't afraid to do what I am. So I'm all over Facebook and Instagram, but I don't push the boundaries past the people I know typically. Frank, whole nother story there. He has put us out there to the world, I feel like. And just to give you an example, out of, I think, the last 18 new clients that I've gotten just from September until now, when he's kind of come on board and started helping me, 7 of them have come from him, and some of those neither one of us ever even knew. He just puts himself out there. He friend requests people and shares and talks and strikes up conversations. Another way you can enlist help is with your family members if you don't have a spouse. But see if you can tag people on your posts that you make, because it just spreads it out even farther than what you can get on your own page. Client referrals are another big one for me. 3 of my last, or of that batch, 3 of them were client referrals. So I do $25, which Lori taught me that, into their wellness account, and I tell them, you send me 5 clients a month, that's $125 towards your product next month. So just send them all to me if you're not willing to coach. Of course, you want to talk to them about coaching, which we do, but some of them just aren't ready for that. So social media, keep plugging along and push through all those tough times.
Thank you, Shauna, and thank you, Frank, for what you've brought as well to build your business and help so many. This happened very quickly for Shauna and Frank. Their business has really escalated over just the past few months. So just recognize that just like shifts in attitude and shifts in what we do can make big results. So I'm going to wrap this up because we need to get over to Dr. A's call. And I just encourage you, thank you for all the chat. Take one thing, either a tip or a mindset shift. Take one thing and put it into action now. And let's start to see what happens for all of us. So thank you to all of our achievers, everybody who ranked up this month. And we'll see you again next week on next week's call. Thanks.